All right, so it's episode 8 or 9, or this is getting bad. Like, it's not even in double digits yet, and I can't remember what episode it is. Episode of FAQ Friday with me. Just gonna answer some more questions about upgrading your stuff and your bits, mainly guitar bits. But I mean, if you want to upgrade your RAM, I could probably recommend some good DDR9. Yeah, go with DDR9. It's a faster one. This one's from Matthew Dean 83. Hi, I just bought a Yamaha Revstar RS 420 looking to upgrade the nut, bridge, tailpiece, and tuners. Would like to use all Graphtech parts if available. Any info would be great. Thanks. Awesome. Yeah, those Revstars are badass. So for the nut, you'll want to go with probably a PT6114. It's a tad longer than you need, but you can easily sand that down just to get it flush with the edges of your fretboard. But other than that, should be a drop-in replacement. For the bridge, any of the 4mm post bridges will fit on there. And then for the tailpiece, depending on where it's made, you might need to get in touch with us. All right, so those ones are like 500 bucks, so it's probably not made in the States. So any of the tailpieces that we make, any of the 4mm post bridges will also fit. Go with the PT6114 for the nut. For the tuners, the ones that would closely resemble the button heads that are already on there would be the PRL 8341, and then CO, GO, or BO, depending on if you want body odor or chrome. I believe the screw positioning on the back of those is kind of in the center on the bottom, kind of like a Grover. Again, right out of the box, any of the tuners will come with the plates that you'll need to retrofit the tuners onto there. And I think those are all the bits. Those things are awesome, and now you can just make it even more awesome. This one comes from Justin C. Marshall. I see Marshalls all the time. Hello, can you please tell me which model number of your wraparound bridges works right off the shelf for a PRS SE guitar? Any of them will, as far as the post spacing is concerned. If you're wanting to just take our bridge, throw it on the posts that are already on there, you're good to go. Since we have the magnetic locking system on our bridges, so you don't need any tools to use and lose, so it just clips right into place and stays there when it's not strung up. The bridge might not be able to magnetically attach to the posts, but since it's an SE, so it's metric posts that are on there. We do have metric posts and bushings. The stock ones are imperial, so if the bridge isn't able to magnetically attach, you can get in touch with us, send me an email, Justin at Graphtech or sales at Graphtech, and I'll just send you the other posts. Then you'll have magnetic bridge that won't fall off when it's not strung up. It'll just sound way better. Get a bunch of sustain and everyone will love you. You'll get laid all the time because you've got a better bridge. You're gonna get like way more fans because everyone's gonna be like, oh, what's that bridge? And you'll be like, oh, it's cool, it's Graphtech. So it's gonna be a good time. All right, this one's from Darwin Pintado. Hello there, Darwin from Manila here. Good day. I have a Telecaster electric guitar and I'm interested in upgrading my current nut and saddle. Will upgrading the nut and saddle increase sustain? What other benefits shall I have if I upgrade? Please help educate me so I can choose the right nut and saddle and where to order online. Being that Tusk is a very resonant material and something we made to specifically target and complement resonant frequencies of a guitar, compared to most of the stock hardware on most guitars, it will just be more resonant, period. That's where a lot of companies will try and save money, is just on the hardware. So replacing the nuts, the one that's on there is probably just going to be plastic. Upgrading that will definitely help with tuning stability. You might notice a little bit more sustain from that since it's a Telecaster. If it's just a regular, you know, Fender style, then go with the PQL 5000 if you're wanting a white one. We also make the string trees out of the same material too, so it's impregnated with Teflon or PTFE, so it's permanently lubricated so that the strings aren't going to bind above the nuts. So those will be the PQL 7004s. Then for the saddles, you didn't really specify, but we do a couple different Tele ones. PS 8000s, which are pretty standard Fender style tremolo or hardtail saddle that'll fit on a lot of bridges like hip shot and all that fun stuff. And then there's the Tele 3-barrel style ones, so we do the PS 8163, and those ones are already pre-intonated as well. Then the uncommon one, the 6 individual barrel ones, we do those as well. And those are the 8166s, these ones. So the immediate benefits from just switching over to String saver saddles, as the name implies, they'll just save your strings because you'll just stop breaking strings. With guitars with a tremolo, which on a Tele you probably don't have, since they are also impregnated with Teflon, they're permanently lubricated, and strings when you're going heavy on the trem will glide right back into place. A lot of people do notice a sustain boost as well, just again being a very resonant material and having those frequencies of the guitar in mind. General consensus is either they'll stop breaking strings and that's the only thing they notice, or they stop breaking strings and notice a ton of more sustain and clarity and just a more open frequency response. So yeah, hope that answers your question. Oh, and also tuners, you should do that too because they're badass. So for that, the PRL 8721-CO, and if it is a Fender, you'll need the Fender style plates, the PRT 952201-C0. And those are the Fender style 2-pin plates. Or if it's an anyway, tuners are awesome, put those on there too. And we probably have something that'll work for it. Unless it's the Collusion Vintage 6 in a line, that share screw thing that we talked about 2 weeks ago. So yeah, anyway, we probably have something that'll work. This one's from Michael. This is probably Michael K, but that's how you say Michael in Klingon. I'm considering some kind of graphite saddles for my guitar. I've got a Guild Bluebird. What do you have, if anything, that will fit this guitar? And what is the cost if I purchase directly from you? With all Tune-O-Matic saddles, you gotta look on the underside of the bridge, see what the factory stamp says, and then compare it to our list that we have down there. Or right here. Nice little picture. Ba-ding. Luckily, he sent me a picture of it. And it says Tone Pros AVR2. So, going by that, you want to go with the PS 8615s, if I believe. Haha, I remembered. 8615s. These ones. And those ones we made specifically for that bridge, so they'll fit right on. And they retail on our website for $39.95, I believe. So, yeah, that's the starting price. Usually street around, like, 35, 30 bucks or something like that. And you can find those all over the place. And this one is from Nova Grape. Hey Graphtech crew, thanks for the help with my last build, an 09 Stag 3/4 Strat copy in red. You're welcome. I bought a new project. It's a 2005 Squier Bronco bass. The nut looks unique. I've attached a few pictures for reference and the measurements are very close approximates, which would be my best option. P.S. The teamwork you guys did with Phil, Know Your Gear, is fantastic. Browsing around your site, I ran into the nut and bridge for my acoustic. Can't wait to install it. From Max G. Now we're getting down to the truth. Your name's Max. And yeah, working with Phil was awesome. He's an awesome guitar player and just a sick dude. For that one, go with the PT 1205. It's pretty much the exact same measurement as the ones that you gave me. So yeah, that was episode 8. Thanks for sticking around. Leave me a comment down there. If you got any questions about upgrading your guitar, if you got problems with your guitar, ask me right there. Hit the like button if you liked it. If you didn't like it, hit the dislike button, and then tell me why you didn't like it. But don't make a smart-ass comment about my nose ring. I mean, come on, it's 2018 and I work in the music industry. Calm down. Come on, calm down. Hit the subscribe button to see a bunch more and get notifications when I put up another one. Just hit that bell right there. And there's a playlist up there of all these. So just have that on a loop for your cat for like ever. And then maybe I'll get some more weird guitars or something. So yeah, see you next week.